Sexy Beast is the BG, and also my best friend. So, jumping in here. Yes, we're being what's it called? Uncouth. What are we doing? We're doing something.
We're being silly.
We're being silly. But we're
in
also
the best way.
and we're being sensible too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Great. So we're back with our typical shenanigans, and this time we don't have to fight with Zoom and we'll get into. I'm not going to get started on that.
Yeah, we're actually in the same place, so it actually makes
He's a hologram.
These types of things a little bit easier.
He's a hologram. It's fine.
Hologram. Yeah.
Hologram. Yes, I'm a hologram. Yes. So okay. No, but the whole you guys saw what we were doing. It's a battle. It's a battle of the bourbons. But what do you mean battle of the bourbons? Go and grab that one right there. Ready? 3, 2, 1. That's what we're doing. We're actually gonna. Oh, sorry. You gotta see the money making.
I slid it in there wrong.
That's what.
Yeah. Oh my.
Not gonna do that because I don't know who watches this show, but that sort of thing. But anyway,
It just got canceled.
And anyway, so there's a company out of Columbus, Ohio called Watershed Distillery, and I've been told that they have a great bourbon. And I think at one point you were on an adventure and you found it, but then you also found this one, it's bourbon aged gin. And I don't know if you know anything about the BG, but the BG really loves gin. And this gentleman over here also loves a lot of the bourbon and the gin.
Yeah.
But so
an enthusiast, if you will.
Yeah, a connoisseur.
Yes.
Yes. So, but I think since this is aged in that same bourbon, we're gonna have to put this bad boy off to the side, and we gotta dive into the bourbon. So, what we start off with? Yeah, right here.
We'll start with the bourbon first.
Okay. Well, you want to read the description on it?
Yeah. So Watershed. It's like we started aging this bottle of our double distilled bourbon in charred oak barrels years before it made its way to you. We've impatiently awaited its arrival, and that it's finally ready.
Yeah.
So that's basically it.
It sounds like my dancing career.
Yeah.
Glad I'm finally ready. Gosh. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, the copper still is still running. So they're successful enough to keep going with this.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, what proof is this bad boy? So this is a 92 proof? 92, yeah? Well,
Yep.
94. 94.
94.
Yeah, because it's 7 and you carry the 2.
Yep.
Anyway, all right.
We don't do math.
We can count to 12, or at least college graduates.
Yes.
If you're not a college graduate, you can only count to 8 if you're a ballet dancer. But
right.
we got to dive into it, so here we go. Okay, gently pour a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little. No, that's too much. That's fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
There we go.
And good.
Okay. Yes.
Yep.
I think it looks fine. Yeah. Because it's no fun if you.
There we go. Right there.
Yes.
I match it.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I
think
didn't even plan
It
that.
worked out beautifully that your shirt looked like that and my shirt
And
looked like
yours
the other
looks.
one.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So here
Did we just
go.
become best friends?
Yup. We already were.
Yeah. No, it's the what is it?
Right.
For the Step Brothers or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Cheers.
All right.
Ooh. You go first. You're the guest. Come on.
Well, I mean, I'm getting a very kind of smooth, weedy kind of a
so
flavor
sweet.
profile.
So the sweeter flavor profile.
Yep.
I was gonna
definitely not spicy at all.
I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna go out here. It's like maple syrup sweetness. So
Yes.
it's definitely the smoky. And it was
But
weird.
that's like after the fact.
It was very after the fact, and it didn't hit you initially. It was like, beep. And it's weird, like it's happening in the back of my face.
Mm-hmm.
And she normally happens like right in the front. It almost went completely past the front of my tongue, which is strange because it shouldn't.
Right. Very interesting.
I think we need more information.
More information.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll try again. Not much on the nose. I mean,
we also just had a bunch of horseradish because
that should clear our sinuses.
Well, it definitely cleared it.
Ooh. Very good. Shall we add some ice? See if that opens it up a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, actually, now I got it on the tongue, but it just burns my front of my tongue. Easy Kentucky hug. Like
Okay.
it's just a little bit, so it's not like a, like, you know.
Right.
You know, we were talking
Okay.
about that. I think we had something else earlier. We're not going to talk about it because we're not going to talk about it right now.
Right.
I refuse.
Okay.
We can't. We cannot talk about that. And you know, you got to do
Turn
this
that around
way.
a little bit.
Yeah, look at.
Get a little.
Oh, you got
Mix
to
it up.
turn the glass this way so that they can't see the label. No, the other way.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't support
Yep.
that. You only drink them with Coke.
Yes. All right, we'll try with the ice.
Yes, with the
See if
ice.
that opens it up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that makes it a lot sweeter to me.
Yeah, even sweeter,
Yeah.
which is crazy. But it's not like sickening sweet. You
No,
know, it's
no,
not,
no, no.
It's not like if you take a Sour Patch Kid and you get all the sour stuff off it, and you're like,
Yeah. No, it's not
yeah,
quite like
yeah,
that.
it's not.
Yeah.
Well, as my dad would say, curls your toenails if it's too sweet.
No, but that's interesting.
That's how he makes.
And
sweet
it takes the burn off.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I mean, that's just it. You know, it's a good bourbon if you only need one ice cube to make it like perfect. So that's good. Yes. Yes. I think that's yes. Buy this if you can find it. It's called what? So here, I'll zoom it in. Watershed Distillery Bourbon, fantastic. Highly recommend it.
Great brand.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Well, what did it cost? Like, was it like 28, 29, something like that?
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So really affordable.
Yeah. That's you know what I'm all about. You know, it's all bang for your buck. Get the
Right.
best you can for the least amount. I'm sorry. I mean, don't go cheap. Because you know what happens if you go cheap? You get Old Crow. And then you end up on the float when you have Old Crow. Don't do that. It's not good. It's not good,
Yeah.
it's not good for your health. It's not good for your liver.
All right.
I'm just saying. So
now,
well, we got to finish this. We got to dive into this. Okay. So I don't know if we actually introduced you properly last time, did we?
well, I mean, we kind of did.
We did.
But
Okay. I mean,
but
you're okay. So you're
a fellow dancer and libation enthusiast.
yes, and when we met? When did we meet? We met 2014 in Peoria.
That's right.
2014. He came in, and we were going to do a Nutcracker with another fellow friend of ours. I came in and did Drosselmeyer, and he was doing Nutcracker Prince, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and I was like, "Who's this kid? He's really good," you know. And then we hit it off because we had a couple gin and tonics, which is kind of the standard operating procedure for all of us. Is that we have a couple gin and tonics, and we talk about
And
other things.
get to know each other.
Yeah.
And see, we have many mutual friends. And
Many mutual friends,
Yeah.
mutual interests, and
Yeah.
also, I mean, you started training. You started doing a little, like not training you, but I'm like, hey,
working out a
try
bit
this
more.
little bit. Yeah. So
I'm taking that more seriously.
yeah.
and-
So, but you also you embrace exactly what BeastModeBallet is all about.
Exactly.
You got to eat big, you got to lift big, you got to dance harder. But you also enjoy the 4 B's, which is ballet, bodybuilding, bacon, and bourbon.
The 4 B's.
The 4 B's. You didn't know?
Yeah.
Did I not tell you about that?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's just it
You
makes
haven't
me
remembered.
smile every time.
Good. Excellent. Good. All right, yeah. So this is Chris. He'll come on, and actually we'll probably do another one when he's in town to do the summer intensives that we're going to be putting on with
So
my
stay
school.
tuned.
Stay tuned. It's going to be a fiasco because it's not just going to be him. It's going to be a bunch of people, and and actually, you know what? It might be party shots.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
We'll have to do that on a weekend.
Yes. So cheers to that.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So shall we?
Yep. We'll wipe that out and
And I don't know if you guys noticed, but we both put our pinkies up because we are classy mofos. Always pinkies up.
always pinkies out.
Pinkies up.
So now
Oh yeah, we got to get
something entirely different.
Entirely
So we have a gin was aged in a bourbon barrel. So it's probably
Which
the
is
same
probably
barrels
this barrel right
that
here.
came from the actual bourbon.
Yes.
So this is going to have an entirely different flavor profile than what you would usually expect.
Well, yeah. So I guess the question is, what they got? Going to read this one?
Sure.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So bourbon and gin are two of our favorite things. Naturally, we wondered what would result if our gin was influenced by a tasty bourbon barrel. We carefully selected old bourbon barrels and used them to finish our 4-pill gin. Ooh, I think we had 4-pill gin. We'll talk about that. We'll have to have the original of this because it's divine. I think I did. Well,
Yeah,
we had it at some point.
Yeah.
We didn't do a video. We'll do a video. Don't worry. Okay, so the result is surprising and delicious. Here's to discovering new things. Cheers. So I love it when people are gonna what was it? Woodford Reserve has been really good about like taking their original recipe and really going crazy with it. Like I guess that was Jefferson's that did the whole like they put it on a boat in the ocean and the air and the water.
It was something about the salt water, but also just the natural rocking of the boat or the barge that they had it on that aged it a little bit differently. And it's really, really interesting. When you hear stories from different distillers, there's a really specific bottle, and it's the name of it is escaping me, but it's a Buffalo Trace, and they actually had one of their barns was struck by lightning, and it destroyed some of it, but the roof came out and it rained, and there was something about the humidity that really made one of the absolute best
that's insane.
barrels that they ever had.
That's insane.
It's like if you can find one.
Yeah.
I'll try to find.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Yeah.
Because it's just remembering it now. But it was just like they've been trying to actually recreate those conditions because it was so good.
Okay, so if somebody could tell me how
it's fascinating how much.
I was going to say, have they figured out how to make lightning strike twice every single time? Because if they could do that, I mean, they're probably going into like.
I think that's the only factor that they can't recreate. Because they were trying to get the humidity right, trying to get the just all sorts of things, just leaving it open. Because usually you keep them
on top of each other,
on top of each other, and they'll change them out.
Yeah. If you guys haven't been in a still house or a ruck house, I'm sorry, ruck house, rick house, there we go. Sorry, it's been a long time since I've been there to one, and I think when something opens up a little bit, I'm probably gonna go. I think it'll be great. But if you've never been, they have them stacked like 5 high and then like 6 deep. And they have to carry this 50-gallon barrel. Like they have to roll it, and then they that sort of thing. It takes like 10 people to put the dang thing in there. It's incredible.
Yeah.
We're not drinking. All right. I was going to say we're not drinking. We're talking too much. So okay, let's go ahead.
So first thing to look at. So something like this is what is an experiment. They're just like trying to see if this really works. And you can see that it was aged in a barrel, or a bourbon barrel, because it's got a little bit more of a brown, kind of yellowish tone.
It's not the normal clear that you normally have with gin.
It's like gin is going to be pretty white or very clear. Yeah. So
we have had a good portion of this.
We just wanted to share.
We wanted to share a little bit with you guys, and I think this is the glass. And we could use the snifters, but it's already got bourbon in it. We don't want to.
We're going to
do clean glass.
Don't want to mix it up.
And we're going to get crazy. Okay, so
here we go.
All right. Okay.
Nailed it.
Yes.
And
hold on.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can only get by with a little help from our friends. What can I say? So, there's a reason why we need this much.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
So, okay, I'm going to put this right there for now. There? Is that a good place?
There you go. That's framed nicely.
Okay. I think we'll do the same thing.
So on the nose, you still get a really strong juniper flavor profile. It's like it's like this is definitely a gin.
Oh, yes.
And
if you haven't had the 4 peel, which we will do a review of.
Oh, yeah.
See, the problem is that my reviews aren't they're not like...
Well, it's like we should do a 4 peel, we should do a Norseman, we should do...
Oh, gosh. I don't want to make them sad, though, that they can't get Norseman.
No, maybe...
But I don't mind.
Maybe we'll help Norseman explain.
Norseman needs to.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. Anyways.
So, we would... very juniper... Not too piney. There's a little bit of that smoky on the nose, actually.
Yes.
Kind of towards the end.
And actually, I'm definitely getting the lemon peel, which is what the whole point of being the 4 peel. Like I can hear, I can smell the zest, which is delightful. So okay.
All right. So here we go.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a zinger.
Very interesting. Very. There's still a very strong citrus feel to it.
Yeah.
it's almost as if like the smoky smell or his like nose profile kind of takes the citrus down a bit.
So it's not
You
like
know?
it's not so sour.
Right. It's not sour.
It's more tart.
It's not piney at all. It's like sometimes, not to, depending on my mood, it's like Tanqueray is a little too piney for me.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's basically drinking Christmas.
But it's still a staple. It's still a staple.
It'll be fine. It's
during
perfectly
Christmas,
reasonable.
During Christmas, it feels right.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, especially after 2 or 3 of those in martinis, you're like, everything feels great.
So yeah, still a very strong citrus, but it's kind of a mellow.
Yes. No, I definitely agree with that.
And very smooth.
So there's another company. It's another upstart company called Copper and Kings from Louisville, Kentucky. They made an Old Tom gin, and actually has a lot of that like flavor influence. I'm trying to explain how to, what is it? So normal gin, like you're saying, is already more juniper and all that kind of stuff. But an American style gin generally has a little bit more citrus, it's a little bit more punch, like a little bit of a jab. I don't know. I'm not sure, but maybe if we add a little ice, like one ice cube, see how that changes it, and then we'll do one more thing.
But that's the other thing too with this particular gin. You could this is very sippable. So an old fashioned martini.
I wash my hands. Don't worry.
Oh yeah.
I did.
Really, it's like you would be able to sip this, whereas like a lot of gins, people wouldn't even. That's unthinkable.
Yes.
To have it,
unless you're Little John doing the song "Shots," which we were just listening to earlier today, because I'm completely ridiculous. That's what happens.
That's exactly right. Yeah. In the best way possible.
I get what I pay for.
All right, so we add some ice to it. Add some ice to it.
There you go.
That brings out more of the smoke.
Yeah.
I
agree with that.
So, essentially, like when you add...
Not only smoke, but like an absinthe flavor.
Yes.
I got that like right in the middle of town. I was like, ooh.
Oh, that's exactly right.
Sorry,
Which is also an entirely different genre.
I'm not ready for that. I would love to do that, but
you have like these apparatuses. With the sugar cubes. And,
I need to pour in the thing.
It's like it gets very 1880.
Yeah, very apothecary.
Yeah, very apothecary. Yeah, it's like you're curing cholera or something with it.
Pretty much. I mean, what was it? Wasn't it at one point that people were actually people that were diagnosed with depression and in the Prohibition were actually given bourbon so that way they could get over it?
Well, it was used. It was definitely used medicinally.
Yeah.
They used to give rowdy babies thimbles. It's like it's just a little thimble of whiskey or bourbon to calm them down.
Yeah.
Very effective. Very effective. It was effective. Not only was it effective, but it also created lots of customers. Because they were addicted at a very early age.
There you go. There it is.
We don't do that anymore.
No, we definitely don't do that.
Not recommended by any means whatsoever.
This is not. I am not an expert when it comes to how to handle babies. I run away from babies. There's a reason why. I got. Yeah. Anyway, I'm digressing. Okay, now don't drink all of it, because this is where it gets crazy.
Right. Okay. All right. So here we go.
Got more eyes.
More eyes.
More eyes. You know where I'm going with this, right?
And so we got some.
Oh yeah. A little bit.
We got a little bit.
Okay. A little bit.
We're gonna add some tonic.
Yeah. So. Yes. Okay. Actually, we had the discussion earlier today when we were having dinner. Is that sometimes when it comes to drinks are very different than food. When it comes to food, it doesn't matter like the base. Like if you get like Kroger ground chuck or something like that, it's perfectly fine. But the accoutrement, like the condiments, like if you get like the really good sauerkraut or the really good spicy mustard or the really good horseradish, which we were talking about, makes a whole world of difference.
I'm probably still sweating from that.
Whereas drinks, on the other hand, it's more that the base. If you do a really good job with that, then if you have mixers, it's perfectly fine. I know, like, what is it, like Fever Tree, and they're all like, oh, it's all about the mixer. You're like, If you need that much mix, you're doing it wrong. But I digress.
Uh-huh.
So here we go. Here we go.
Splash of tonic.
It's a splash. It's a splash.
And a splash of tonic.
And I must mention also, this bottle's been open for a bit, so it's not as bubbly as usual. Because, you know, I have been using this to protect myself against malaria. Because malaria it's a big thing. You got to watch out for that.
Right. Yeah. Mosquito season.
Mosquitoes. The skeeters.
Yeah.
Got to watch out for the darn skeeters.
All right. Here we go.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I get no smoke at all.
Yeah.
Now it's very. It's like a mellow citrus.
Very mellow citrus,
but very smooth.
Now, the downside right now is because my tonic has been open for a while. I don't have. I think if we had the effervescence, it would make it perfect. But I think, and this would be like your first gin and tonic, and then you would transition to something like New Amsterdam. You know, you would want to stay in the same kind of genre as like an American gin. I think that way you can kind of keep the same flavor profiles.
Well, right.
Yeah.
But essentially, it's like the thesis was this is an experiment, and I think
it's successful.
A very successful experiment, especially those that you know have tried a lot of different types of gins, like gin. It is a very interesting experience.
Yes. No, I definitely agree with that. Yes.
Something you probably I have never seen one like this before.
Well, and we're not talking it down. We're not saying like it's like it was an experiment for sure. But I think this is fantastic. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And I mean, actually, let's go ahead and do the very simple PG rating. What do you think about this one? About the regular bourbon? What are your thoughts about this? On a scale of 1 to 5.
On a scale of 1 to 5.
Yeah.
I'm probably a 3.25.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of like
you're
middle.
You're a little more stringent. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more on the middle with this one as a bourbon, but as a gin, this one's a bit more interesting. I would probably go more in like the 4.25.
Okay.
It's a whole lot more interesting because you can. This is extremely sippable, straight up,
and versatile.
So it's like you can add it to a lot of different things. I think it'll mix well.
Yeah.
It clearly mixes well, and you have an entirely different experience.
Yeah.
So I think this is more versatile. This, I think, is a little bit more of an acquired taste.
Okay.
Even compared to other bourbons.
Okay. And you said 3.5 for this, right?
3.25.
3.25.
I didn't quite go 3.5.
Okay. I would actually say 3.75 for the bourbon personally.
Okay.
But I am going to match you with the 4.25 on the gin. I think I think you're absolutely right. I think the versatility, and I think the quality. I think just the general experience of this bottle is fantastic. Yes. But I do agree that I still drink it. I'm not going to kick it out of bed for eating crackers by any means. But I think it's I'm not going to go crazy for this bourbon because there's other bourbons out there, and we've already talked about them a couple times, and we've got a couple other ones we got to talk about at some other point. But
exactly, and if anything, they use these barrels to make this. So
there you go. Yeah.
So they did a decent job here to make an excellent experiment work over here.
Sounds great to me.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I think today was a success.
I think so too.
I think cheers. So
cheers.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Good. All the things. So as we always say, if you have any questions or have anything you want to talk about, anything you want me to bring up, put it down in the comments. If you love the video, give me 2 thumbs, but I'll especially take this one. By the way, there's going to be a subscribing thing that pops up over there. Yeah, there you go. You already gave me a thumb. You should like it too. Everybody should like the video. And on that bombshell, I think let's sign off and have some more cocktails.
I think so too.
All right. Love you, sexy beasts. Bye!